Google faces £5 billion UK class action lawsuit over alleged anti-competitive practices. A seismic legal challenge is shaking the foundations of Google's advertising empire. A £5 billion class action lawsuit, filed at the UK's Competition Appeal Tribunal, accuses Google of leveraging its dominance in the internet search market to unfairly inflate advertising prices for businesses. The claim, brought forward by competition law expert or Brooke on behalf of thousands of UK businesses, alleges a systematic strategy of anti-competitive behavior that has enriched Google at the expense of its rivals and advertisers. The lawsuit zeroes in on Google's alleged practice of securing preferential treatment on mobile devices. The complaint alleges Google contracted with phone manufacturers to pre-install its search app and Chrome browser on Android devices, effectively locking out competitors. Furthermore, it's claimed Google paid Apple significant sums to make Google Search the default search engine on iPhones, cementing its market-leading position and stifling innovation. This alleged strategic maneuvering, the lawsuit contends, wasn't merely about securing market share. It was a calculated effort to build a walled garden around its advertising platform. By ensuring its own search engine boasted superior functionality and features tailored specifically to Google's advertising offerings, the complaint argues Google created an uneven playing field, giving its own ads an unfair advantage over those of its competitors. This, in turn, allowed Google to command exorbitant prices from businesses seeking to reach customers through online advertising. The lawsuit paints a stark picture of a market manipulated by Google's alleged actions. The plaintiff argues that Google's behavior restricted competition, leading to artificially inflated advertising costs that significantly impacted the profitability and competitiveness of thousands of UK businesses. These businesses, the lawsuit alleges, were forced to pay more for advertising than they would have in a truly free and competitive market. The claim underscores the alleged pervasive nature of this alleged anti-competitive conduct, reaching far beyond individual instances and impacting the entire advertising landscape within the UK. The scale of the potential damages, a staggering £5 billion, highlights the gravity of the allegations and the potential ramifications for Google. This massive sum underscores the alleged extensive harm suffered by the affected businesses, resulting from Google's purportedly anti-competitive practices over an extended period. The lawsuit seeks to recover these losses, representing a significant challenge to Google's business model and a potential precedent-setting case in the ongoing global debate about the power and influence of big tech. A Google spokesperson responded to the lawsuit with a staunch denial, characterizing it as speculative and opportunistic. The spokesperson insisted that Google's popularity stems from its helpfulness and the value it provides to consumers and advertisers, asserting the existence of viable alternatives. However, the lawsuit directly challenges this assertion, arguing that Google's alleged anti-competitive actions have created a false sense of inevitability, limiting genuine competition and leaving advertisers with little recourse but to accept Google's terms. The timing of this lawsuit is significant. It comes amidst an ongoing investigation by the UK's Competition and Markets Authority, CMA, into Google's search services, launched in January. The CMA's investigation highlights the concerns surrounding Google's dominant position in the search market and its potential impact on advertising markets. The investigation emphasizes that millions of individuals and businesses rely on Google services, which account for a staggering 90% of UK searches and are used by over 200,000 UK businesses for advertising purposes. The CMA's ongoing probe underscores the broader regulatory scrutiny Google faces regarding its market practices and adds weight to the arguments presented in the class action lawsuit. The outcome of this case will undoubtedly have far-reaching consequences. It could set a critical precedent for how regulators approach the market power of dominant tech companies, potentially leading to significant changes in how these companies operate within the UK and beyond. The magnitude of the financial stakes, coupled with the fundamental questions about fair competition and market manipulation, makes this lawsuit one of the most important tech cases in recent history. The battle lines have been drawn, and the legal fight to determine the future of online advertising in the UK is now underway.